Captain America: Brave New World answered a major MCU mystery, but set up an even trickier one for the franchise's future. Captain America: Brave New World managed to simultaneously solve one of the MCU biggest mysteries, while also setting up an even trickier one. With such an expansive universe that's constantly changing, fans have learned not to think too much about the plot holes and mysteries in the franchise. However, some glaring inconsistencies leave fans wondering about the answer for years to come. Sometimes so much time passes that the studio just wants to drop the plot and forget about it, but it's hard to ignore when it seemingly has a big effect on the universe. One of the most persistent mysteries in the recent MCU has been the status of the Celestial sticking out of the Indian Ocean. The culminating event of Eternals was the titular group coming together to stop the emergence of Tiamat the Communicator. After defeating him, the heroes simply left his body in the ocean. It's been a while since Eternals, and no one in the MCU had commented on the sudden mass in the ocean until just this year. Fans have finally got their answer about the fate of the Celestial, but it's managed to spark an even bigger mystery. Captain America: Brave New World answered the lingering mysteries around the Celestial poking out of the Earth. The question of the Celestial wasn't something that the MCU could ignore, as people were bound to notice its presence in the ocean. It seemed like Marvel just wanted to forget about the plotline, but they finally answered the question in Captain America: Brave New World. After Eternals, the world named the mass Celestial Island and made it a landmark. The mass was soon discovered to be made out of the powerful metal adamantium, and in order to prevent an international struggle for possession of it, U.S. President Ross pitched a treaty that would ensure equal ownership between countries. In hindsight, the Celestial mystery was not a tough topic to address, and Brave New World proved that. Marvel just had to reference the mass and show it as being international knowledge. Brave New World takes it a step further by making the Celestial a focal point, but this mystery could have been easily solved ages ago by just confirming that it was being looked into. The state of the Celestial has been one of the MCU most persistent questions that has finally been answered, but the film inadvertently sets up another mystery that will take much more nuance to solve. Captain America: Brave New World set up its own complicated situation for future MCU releases to solve by having the president turn into Red Hulk and get arrested. At the end of the film, President Ross is arrested and put in the raft after having turned into the Red Hulk and putting lives at risk. Likely losing his spot in office, the MCU next big mystery will be who the next president is. It may not seem like a storyline that needs addressing, but the consequences of Ross' Red Hulk rampage greatly affect the reputation of superpowered individuals and the United States as a whole. Americans might have difficulty trusting the government after this instance, and the international leaders' concerns about Ross losing control have been validated. The Captain America: Brave New World final act sets up a tricky issue that's more than just naming President Ross' predecessor. The U.S. government has played an integral part in superhero affairs since Civil War, and other MCU presidents like Ritson in Secret Invasion have made decisions that greatly affect genetically enhanced individuals. The Red Hulk has left the government in a fragile state, and the story will have to be handled more carefully and promptly than the Celestial Hand was.